Hold on. Didn't go too well. Oh.
You don't need to count it loud.
Why, that is my driver.
We encountered a fair bog hole mess here. After lunch, we went down Greasy Road, what was called Greasy Road on my map, and there was nothing on it. I don't know, like it's meant to be a good four-wheel drive track. We're on it. I don't know if it's like a little loop off it or something, but we couldn't find it, so we came back up the top, dropped down over the other side on the Lemon Tree Road. We're making our way along that now. It's sort of been a bit overgrown with lantana. Few muddy sections and that, and now I've hit this big mess of bog holes, which isn't really an easy way around.
I think it's lantern.
And this was the last car that tried to get through.
Yeah, this one wasn't even that deep.
Well, it didn't end too well for it.
Maybe that happened when almost happened to father.
And now we've got that mess over there, which is undrivable. We got this, which you can drive. You're not going to drown your car, but you're not getting through it, I don't think. You're getting bogged. And then we got a side which you can very tightly, hopefully, squeeze through. We'll find out. Dad's going to try and get through now. Alright. Now left that down?
You know what I think?
What?
I don't think I'll do it. I think I'm going to end up in there.
Yeah, but if you come forward a bit, we could probably quickly winch you off that tree there to pull you up over it. Power it a little bit.
See, this is where my ass soon is going to want to do this.
Yeah, well, just keep crawling for the minute. Keep going. Nothing bad's going wrong yet. And then go back this way a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, in my experience of motor cars, I'm going to be crawling up there and I'm going to sit the arse in there
Yeah, but
right
I just want
angle.
you to get back here another foot, then I'm going to winch you to that tree right there and I'll pull you up over it, I think.
Keep coming a bit.
Yeah, well, because you can't go back now either, like the wind. Winch out. Just winch, don't drive. Slow down. Yeah, that's all good. Keep coming. Yes, left hand down, touch. Left hand down.
I'm safe on the rear.
Yeah. You're good now. Just watch this carefully. As it comes. You won't need to roar it or anything. It's only a small thing.
That isn't the height of the tyres. That's not saying that you won't get bogged or that won't be hot. But that isn't the height of the tyres.
So I should go through that. Do you reckon I should try and roar it through the mud or do what Pa did?
Well, if you're going to roar through the mud, probably do it through
I
this
can't
one.
get up that one, that's the thing. That's just a big hole I'll sit in.
That's bogged, but that's stress.
Bogged or stress. That's Dad through. Managed to squeeze through very, very tightly with the help of the winch, just because we didn't want to throttle it through. So I needed to pull him very, very slowly through for that precise line. Had you a bit worried then?
For sure, yeah, that was a hairy bit of a crossing.
That was alright, but.
Yeah, it worked right there.
So will I come up there as well? Should be easier for me.
Yeah, that thing will crawl up there, mate. Your windscreen wants washing so you can see what you're doing.
Yeah, I know. It's got no water in it.
Oh, yeah. It would seem your plan here is to hit her. Long sunny Monday.
Windows up.
Get
Ready to hit the puddle.
You need to use the force next time.
A lot of mud puddles on this track. Yeah, very muddy time out here. This one's a bit, and this one a bit of speed.
Oh yeah, boys. Let's go!
Oh, good.
It's actually kind of boring.
Boring. Feels all good. It's hard. There's a lot of mud out here, just mud, 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 mud. Yeah, I know some people hate mud, and I do too, but sometimes it happens. We've worked out this lemon tree one's going to link us back all the way up into the Watagans, like back up towards Cut Rock and that, so we'll probably end up back up there somewhere tonight. And more mud. Dad's going to have a go at this one because he hasn't had to go in the SUZUKI through any of the mud puddles yet, see what it feels like. That SUZUKI just seems to like skim through these muddy sections, like it just stays on top of the mud. Alright, winch out. Winch out. Stop. Oh, it's not on. Wait, can you turn it on past it here? Ah, that one didn't go too well. Oh, we got half the forest on the car too. I should have put it on free spool, it's too slow. Yeah, give some drive. Drive it. Yeah, well that mud hole did not go to plan. It just, I don't know, just buried in the right there. Like we checked it all, but we probably missed right in the very middle. You had to actually walk out there and that was the spot that caught him out. But yeah, we winched out. So the winch is working after I had not working the other day. We, at camp, we re-spooled it back on off Shad's Land Cruiser. So we fully weighted it up, re-spooled it all back on from the start, nice and tension, and there's the test. So I'm glad it worked. Seeing that, Dad's going to try and sneak around the right hand edge there, which is a tight squeeze, and he's going to have to drop in a bit at the end here, but hopefully that's all good. Just come out of that lemon tree up onto Prickly Ridge, which is right back up the top of the mountains up near Watagans. We're back up near like Cut Rock and that. We're really out adventuring today. We sort of wound our way, I don't know, it wasn't even in our plan, but who knows what our plans were. We don't have plans, that's probably half the problem. But we end up back up the top of the Watagans now, and yeah, now we're up here, and now I don't know. We're near that MUIR'S lookout, so we're going to go check out MUIR'S lookout, because we didn't stop on the way, because we came back down this Prickly Ridge road the other day, but now we've come back up a different way. But there's this MUIR'S lookout just up here, and we didn't get to see that last time because there was about 20 cars up there, so we didn't worry. We must go stop up there now and check out the view.
There's a reason that I like you, that I write you all these love songs, that when I close my eyes I get lonely when I can. Take my hand and reach you to remember how I felt.
Back up the top of the Watagans at this MUIR'S lookout. No one here, we got the place to ourselves, which is good. You can't actually see that well because all the trees are around, but you still get a good view out. You can actually see the ocean and everything from up here. I have a water tank here, so we're getting a bit low on water, so I didn't want to use my... I still got 6-7 litres of drinking water left to get through till tomorrow, but I didn't want to use that water to wash up and stuff like that, so we'll use this water here to wash up. And I'm also going to give my body a wash here, have a bit of a shower under the freezing water. Just the tap, I'll just tip some over myself to wash off a bit, because I'm pretty dirty after getting in and out of that mud all day. You ready? Oh, cold. Feels so much better after that nice wash and freshen up. It's good to get access. Not like there's just not many creeks and rivers up in this area. You don't really come across them that often. Yeah, we came across plenty of mud. That's why I wanted to wash. I was all muddy and sweaty and stinky from the day. Sun's sort of heading down out there now. Time's probably about 4:30. Just gonna go find ourselves a camp now. Finish cleaning up here, finish our washing up, go find a camp and get a fire going for the night. Got to our camp, it wasn't too far away, only took us 10-15 minutes to drive here. Got the fire going now, warming up. We are camped. There's lots of camps like all throughout this Watagans. It's never hard to find a clearing and campground up here. There's plenty of open spaces where people camp. But this one is on Martinsville Road, just up, just near Greens Break Ridge, just near Five Ways, just up on top of the hill of the Wishing Well. Just up on the top here is like a few tracks and clearings around here where people have camped and that. Sun's just gone down. We're hoping this wind drops off a bit, but we'll see how we go. Should we make toasted sandwiches? Last morning at camp, pretty windy again this morning. A little bit cold too, so I thought we'd make some toasted sandwiches for breakfast. And I have eggs, baked beans and cheese.
What has happened to you?
Here you go, Kai, yours is ready. Packed up camp, on our way to for the last track of the trip. We're going to try just down from where we camped, the one we tried the other day, and there's too many people out here. We're going to try Green Breaks Trail, Track, Road, whatever it is. The one where you got the big log across to the start, and then you got a couple of gnarly hill climbs up out of there, I've heard. So I've heard they're pretty bad at the moment. But we'll come up across this log and head in there and see what they're like, and we can always head back if it's going to be too hectic, because kind of on a bit of a time schedule here on our last morning to get this car back by lunchtime and then make the drive home, a few hour drive back home. Here we are at the first obstacle on Green's Break, the big log, which I've seen on video plenty of times. It doesn't actually look too bad, to be honest. They've quite, like, it's quite cut down and built up on and off it now. Bit of like a slippery steep bank down in here. Oh, a bit rough. That's the thing of a short wheelbase, you get the front over and then the back's not far behind it, so you don't really belly out on things. Alright, get that across. We arrived at the big hill climb here on this trail, which is quite a rugged climb up out of here. Now there is the bottom section, and then like another bit there, but you can come up around the side to miss those first two bits, but then you got to come up on for the rest. I'm tempted to try the bottom bit, but I think the angle and step ups are going to be pretty gnarly in the Suzuki. I don't know if it'll be worth it. I might be better off going on, and then there's still some pretty gnarly stuff to contend with up there anyway. Do you reckon I'd drive that up this bit or skip it?
Skip it. Clearly.
Oh, really?
It's pretty hectic, hey?
Yeah.
I said skip it. You know that one?
I think the angle's going to be too gnarly.
Yeah, see? Skip it. Please do it.
Nearly landed on its side. Right, we'll skip that. We'll skip the first bit. I'll control myself and not try and do anything stupid. And we'll go up around the first hard bit, and then we'll continue along up this hill climb. Don't like the angles in this thing. Okay, how's that?
Yep.
Okay, oh, this thing just launches itself into the air. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't like this angle. Down a bit, go back, that's a bit more stop, that way.
That shot is straight up the middle of that.
Yeah, we're going to try something different, come this way. Let's go slow for the moment. bit more. Yep. Keep coming, go slow. That way. Yep, keep coming. Bit more, bit more. That way. Not so much. Go back a bit. Yep. Go slow. Yeah, keep coming, just scroll it. Yep. Alright, keep coming this way. Right hand down a little bit. Yep, go forward. Yeah, just keep going. Keep going, keep going. Left hand down a bit. Left hand down a little bit. Yep. Keep going. You might not even need to punch it, just keep going. Yeah. Yeah, left hand down a bit. Alright, that's us both up that first section of hill climb, but there's more up in front of us yet. You can just kind of work those vehicles differently. Like the Suzuki's got that traction control that'll just let it lift wheels and keep going. So I could just kind of set it up the middle. Dad's can't do that, and Dad's is bigger and wider, so I could sort of guide him around that rut a bit and hold that line, but that wasn't going to work in my car. It's not like big enough, so you can just kind of adapt your cars to the situation, I guess. You got to get back down here and get your whole car up there, or go left. You're going nowhere there, but no, you still got to come off that. Punch it that way a bit. Well, I think, I'm assuming that's the top there. I don't know. That's a fun hill, that one. It's starting to rain now as well, so definitely step things up a notch if it was wet, because you wouldn't be able to hold those lines like we were.
I picked the horn and you took off.
No, well, it wasn't. I figured you did that on accident. That was more just me jumping, thinking if he comes spinning that way, whatever way you're looking at it.
No, that was an accident. The horn people was an accident.
Yeah, I figured it was.
But I thought it made for a moment. I picked the horn, you took off, I took off, everything was heading up the hill. That was good.
Made up the hill there.
Yeah, we worked that over in the end, didn't we?
That's a good fucking hill climb, that one.
Yeah, that was an excellent hill climb.
Made it up the top of that Greens break. So after we came up that big hill climb, at the very top there, the last 300-400 meters, there was a two-way split, and one of them was kind of a cruisy trail, and the other one was just monster holes and ruts and big step ups and that. I was considering giving it a go in the Suzuki, but like those ruts, the wombat holes were so big, I was just concerned I was just going to put it straight on its side. And it's coming up lunchtime, we've got to get this thing back as well. Such a fun, awesome weekend away in it, but I think we've had our fair share of fun. This sort of thing definitely surprised me how capable it was. The first afternoon when I first started and I tried to crawl it on things and it just went nowhere, I was like, oh, this is going to be hopeless, I'm not going to be able to do anything. But once you learn, you just can't idle it. You got to hold that bit of momentum because it doesn't have that like low down torque and idle speed and power. Hold that bit of momentum and it'll just send itself, launch itself up over obstacles, and that traction control system works brilliantly. Definitely lockers are going to help, but you don't need lockers to start with on this thing. So this is also first trip away I've filmed on my new camera. So I'm running a new camera now. I did have the Sony A6300 before, and now I got the Sony A7 III, which is a full frame camera, and it's got a 24-105 lens on it. So hopefully, I think I've been watching back some of the footage. I filmed that rooftop tent video on this too, but it's the first trip away. I definitely reckon it stepped up the film quality a little bit. Cost me nearly $5 that camera, so they're definitely a little bit of money, but hopefully it'll make the photos and filming and everything that bit better. I just used the money from Patreon to buy that, so I know like a lot of people know, but I just run a little Patreon as well, and I just use the money from that to put towards all this camera gear and that. So you know, if people want to put in a couple bucks a video or whatever, then it all just goes back into helping make the quality of these videos better, really. So I withdrew some money for it to buy a new laptop, which I used for editing, and then I saved up again, and then I bought this new camera and lens of it, and now I want to use that money once I save up enough in that Patreon account again to buy a new drone. So I'm probably looking at getting the Mavic Pro 2, which will make the drone footage a heap better, because I got the Mavic Air now, and like it's good, but it'll be a lot better with the Mavic Pro 2. Sunrise on the sun. We're out for a We're out for I'll just quickly run through the three camp sets that we get.
You're gonna miss it. You're gonna come up the inside of it.
So just hold the line, I'm on with a bit of momentum.
Right up.
So because the track goes like that around.
Ryan trying to copy Shad just to act like he can direct.
Don't tell Ryan. Oh my goodness, I need a new back. Cool. Good chat.
Okay, bye. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. We're starting to head home soon.
Catch you later.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
I'll see you guys next time. Broccoli Ridge. What you said before.
You get it?
Yeah. Big arms.